What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is one that I didn't really want to make, but I guess I have to make it anyways. So the bike ran perfectly good. I was actually really happy with it. Put on some fresh Dunlops on it. And so what happened now is I go to kick it over today because I put a new clutch in yesterday. And so I put everything back together. Bike was supposed to run, and whenever I go to kick it over today, it felt like it was flooded or there was no spark. I pulled off the spark plug, no spark at all. So yeah, I kind of got it taken apart right now, but hopefully this will help you guys diagnose the issue on yours if you have this happening to yours. So pretty much I have the owner's manual downloaded on my phone, so I can't really show you because I'm recording on my phone, but you're gonna want to pull off this wire right here, this connector, which connects to your kill switch to check if the kill switch is the issue. I've already gone through it, so I'm gonna just go ahead, pull it off for you just to show you guys how to do this. This is probably not gonna appeal to any of my actual subscribers. It'll be probably for just people who have an issue with their bike right now. So I'll go ahead and pull this thing right off here and I'll get back on camera. All right, so I got the connection right here taken apart. You're gonna wanna get a voltmeter, just anything will work. Switch it onto ohms, which is that little circle looking thing. Alrighty guys, so the first one that you're gonna wanna check is your kill switch. So I have it unplugged right here. Nice and simple. You're gonna want your positive on the black and white. You're gonna want your negative on the black. And hold it on right there. When you press your kill switch, you should hear that. That means that your kill switch is good and you don't have to change that out. It's got conductivity whenever you push it in here. So kill switch is good. Next thing we're gonna check is ignition coil. Your ignition coil. You're gonna wanna plug your kill switch back up, and this connects you to your wire and harness, CDI, stuff like that. So you're gonna wanna unplug this right now and then plug those two back in. Alrighty guys, as you can see here, this is the one that connects to your ignition. You got a yellow and you got a black. So your negative one on the multimeter goes onto the yellow, and then your red one, which is positive, goes onto the black one. Let me set you guys up right here. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing. So black goes on yellow, or negative goes on yellow, positive goes on black. And you're gonna want anywhere from 0.2 to 0.4 ohms, I believe, is what the manual calls for. I'm getting 0.4. 0.3, 0.4, somewhere around that range. So that means you do have conductivity into the ignition coil. So that's a good thing. Let's move it on to the other side right here. This is where your spark plug boot goes, which is right here. All you gotta do is unscrew it. Same as your regular screw, like counterclockwise takes it off, clockwise puts it back on. So once you get that off, you can check for conductivity into this one right here. Let me put it up. Make sure you guys can see at least something. Doesn't matter which side is on which. You're just trying to see if there's any resistance. Right here, nothing. So I'm like 99% sure this spark plug cap is bad. And then after that, let me put this back where I got it. All right, well that didn't work. And then what you're gonna wanna do is put your positive on any which one you want. And then your negative on there. Maybe it's the other way. And there we go. I've got 7 kiloohms, which is good. I think so. Let me go back. And yeah, you can see you get the same amount of kilo ohms, whichever one you go to. So I guess that means that this wire is good. Let me look back into the owner's manual and I'll tell you guys exactly in like about 2 seconds. Alrighty guys, so for the resistance on from this side to this side on the ignition is going to be anywhere from 5.8 kiloohms to 8.5 kiloohms. And I had 7.29, so that's in spec. So far everything is good. What we're going to want to check next is our stator, which is on the other side. I already have the cover off. You don't need the cover off. You just have to unplug it right here. Should be that plug and that plug. So you're going to want to unplug those and to check the, I think it's the coil boot. You're going to want to put, let me go ahead and make sure exactly so I don't tell you guys anything wrong. So here it is. This is the wire that you're looking for. As you can tell okay, so these top ones right here, which the colors should be white and blue and white and red. Yeah, white and red. That is for your pickup coil. You're gonna want somewhere from 248 to 372 ohms resistance, all that good stuff. Your positive is gonna want to go onto the white and red, and your negative is gonna go on the white and blue. So let me set you guys up right here and you guys can see what I'm getting out. All right, there we go. Get my multimeter. So your positive is gonna go into the white and red. Turn it on to ohms. And then, so right here I'm getting 276 ohms. So that is in spec. That's what you're gonna want. So let me move you guys over here. Your next one is gonna be the middle two. There is a black and red and then a green and white on one of those sides. Let me see. So black and red is on this side, green and white is on the other side. Your positive is going to go on the black and red, which is on that side. And you're going to want to get anywhere from 720 to 1080 ohms. So put you guys right there. Positive goes on the black and red. I am getting, let's see, 41 kiloohms. So that is way above spec. That's not good. So I guess that means there's a short in somewhere down in the coil 1. And so that's one of the only red flags so far, other than the spark plug boot. And then here, I'll show you guys this sheet. You can screenshot it, do whatever you want. For the coil 2, you've got a green and a blue, and then a black one. Should be solid black. Positive goes on the green and blue, negative goes on the black. And you're gonna want 44 to 66 ohms. I'll link the owner's manual down in the description if you guys want to check that out. I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's just helps me do this. So we're gonna put this there, and I'm getting 53, so that's within spec. So the only bad one is coil 1. So what we're gonna have to do is probably pull off my stator right here, and then we're gonna have to check out all of this stuff, see which one is wrong, or see which one's messed up, because I'm probably just gonna have to buy the whole new thing. Might go ahead and remove this though, just to see if there's any, maybe a frayed wire, a broken one. My cousin had a KX85. He did a video on it. I don't know if he finished the video, but he bought the whole new thing, and it turned out that it was just a little wire that needed to be soldered back on. So let's pull this off, see what we can get First thing we're gonna need is an impact to remove this right here, which should be looks like a 17 mil. I have an impact somewhere around here, so you're gonna, it looks like it's just your regular size, so just counterclockwise to remove it. So, yep, that'll be the first thing we're doing. Alrighty guys, so this is honestly probably gonna be a really long video, but if your bike has this issue, hopefully it fixes it, and hopefully mine gets fixed. So you're just gonna wanna, because if you don't do it fast enough with one of the other ones, all it's gonna do is spin the motor for you. So you're gonna wanna use an impact to really get the first click on it and move the nut faster than the motor can turn. So just right there. It's not good to use an impact on an engine, but in this case, you have to use it. You can't get around with it. So here we have our nut for it. Next thing we're gonna need to do is remove the stator. So this is a whole toolkit I got from Harbor Freight. It's like 17 bucks. And it comes with 3 different ones that you could use to fit. I don't think this is correct size. This is, I think this is a 6-inch one. We're gonna need the tiny one. Nice. Always love when stuff breaks. Alrighty guys, so we got this Jimmy rigged on there. Hopefully it is kind of touching the case there, but there's no other way. So hopefully that does not crack. That is my biggest worry. Just do this nice and slow. Seems to be going good. Starting to pull it off. Oh, that's getting hard. Oh yeah, tension is building up in there. Nice. Alrighty, so we got another box, which is chain and sprockets. Right now we got this little pulley system. I'm really trying to get it as far away from the case as possible. That way, when it does come off, it doesn't break it or nothing. But we got one here, one down there, one down there. And you just kind of screw it in and it pries it out because it is holding up against the crank. So let me put you guys right here. Man, it keeps falling off. Well, pretty much, I modified the complete garbage out of every single one, grinding it away. And it is just way too sketchy. Allow me to demonstrate. Like right here, this one right here, it goes up here, but it goes up against the case. And if that accidentally pops off or anything, the case is gonna have a nice hole right here. And that's not somewhere that you can just fix it easily. So I'm gonna hold off on taking off this flywheel until I can get myself an actual YZ125 specific flywheel puller. As you can see, there's threads in here, threads right here. You just thread it on there and then just turn it and it should pop right off. I'm gonna wait for that just to make sure that nothing bad will happen. Alrighty guys, I was gonna end the video, but it's 4 days later. We got a package in the mail. Bike's still apart. We do have a couple new parts on there, fresh air filter and stuff like that, but it still has no spark. So what we're gonna do, this is a flywheel remover. I should be able to take out the flywheel now without almost cracking the cases. And yeah, we'll get back to where we left off. All right, so just gotta take off the flywheel bolt. I had this one on super loosely. That washer in there doesn't want to come out. Tusk flywheel puller. It said it'll fit YZ125. We'll see. Looks like it will. I'm just really hoping this fits. Alright, so I think you're gonna wanna unscrew this a good bit. There's some outer threads that should thread right onto the crank. Alrighty, so it's actually a reverse thread. So I was doing it the wrong way the whole time, but I didn't break anything, so we should be good. You want to spin that on there. Now we're gonna need something to stop the flywheel. Yep, that's not good. Maybe just hit it with an impact a few times. Boom, as easy as that. That came off actually really easy. So that's a good thing, I guess. Alright, let's check this out. Right here, as you can see, there's a lot of dirt around there, and it looks like the previous owners have already been in here because there is a whole bunch of gasket maker, which is not a good thing. What I'm gonna do right now is pull off the stator, check for any broken wires, whatnot. So yeah, let me get the screwdriver real quick. There we go. You want to make sure to push in and apply some turning force. That way you don't strip the bolts out. These are not some bolts that you want to strip. Tidy, tidy. Here we go. Here's the stator. Let me go ahead and pull off the little thingy-majigger. I'll just do it. Pull the stator. Let me set it right here. Right off the bat, I noticed this right here. That looks like something just burnt completely in there. It is not good. Let me zoom in kind of. Right there. If you look on any of the other ones, right there is where the wire goes. So I think, let me check if this is the green, white, or the black and red. If so, that is where our issue is, because that's where the issue was in the beginning. So yeah, let me get a better look by myself and I'll show you guys in a second. Alrighty guys, so yeah, I just verified that that is the green and white wire, which is right there. You can see there's the blue and white and the green and white. The blue and white goes down and the green and white goes up. So yeah, sorry about the wind noise. It's kind of windy outside right now if you can hear that, but yep, the YZ125 is clapped, but that's the issue. And that's, I guess, problem solved on this case. So if you guys enjoyed watching this, if this helped you find the issue on your bike, please let me know. If all your stuff checked out perfect and the stator isn't bad or nothing, CDI box is your issue 90% of the time. For watching this video, and peace.